Okay, I wanted to come out here and talk about something. Sometimes, or even most times, we blame the devil for some things. We say, oh, it's the devil's handwork, the devil made me do this, the devil made me do that. But if we are to be honest, the devil doesn't really cause some things, he only makes them worse. The devil, most times, the devil doesn't really cause some things, it just makes them worse. It just acts on what you've done already. This is a particular example. The devil cannot give you an infection, right? You cannot actually get an infection if there was no open wound or no like scar in that area. So, what the devil does is this: the devil watches you, and once you have a wound, once you get injured and there's an open scar, and the devil comes in and plants in a bacteria or whatever, then you get an infection. So what the devil always wants you to do is to first get the scar. So you are the one that is first going to, for example, the devil can come and try to tempt. The devil is not going to force you to do something. No, he's going to try to tempt you. And then when you fall into that temptation, he makes the situation more worse. Example, maybe you see something, you're not supposed to take that thing. The devil tempts you, oh, you need this thing, you should have this thing. Then you take it, and then if someone else saw you, the devil is going to make that person see you. Then you get into trouble. Then you say, oh, it's the devil's hand, or the devil only tempted you. You had your own will. The Bible, when Jesus Christ was on the road to Golgotha, when he was almost crucified, he said, I have my will. Like he told Peter, like, do you think I couldn't have called 12 legions of angels to save me? But he had his will. He intentionally went to the cross. So, like Judas Iscariot, intentionally saw Jesus Christ. He wasn't blinded. There wasn't a gun held to his head. No. Most times when we do some things, it is actually we do those things and the devil acts on it. For example, again, you know that fornication is wrong, right? Now the devil is going to want to put you into trouble. Then you do it. Other people have been doing it, they haven't gotten into trouble. But because the devil has pointed you out, you are a choosing race from God, you are a child of God. The devil already has you on his list. Then he tempts you, and peradventure you fall. And then guess what? You get an infection, or you get pregnant, and then you are in trouble. Like he didn't force you to do it, but he made you do it. That is the reason why we should always ask God for grace. Always be in the mood of prayer, that whenever temptation comes, you are always with God and your angel is with you to protect you. So the devil doesn't cause something, he only makes them worse. He acts upon your situation. He either acts upon your stupidity, upon your something, and he makes it worse. So whenever we go through something, let us just beg God for mercy first before saying, oh, it's like when Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden. The devil tempted Eve. The devil did not force the fruit into her mouth. He tempted her and then she ate it. And then they got into trouble. Do you see? Then when God asked Adam, he did not say, oh God, I'm sorry, I fell. Eve did not force the fruit into Adam's mouth. Adam really ate it. And he was like, oh, it's the woman you gave me. Guys, it's the devil. Is it this, is it that? Let's just forget every other excuse. And another thing is, God actually isn't interested. He only wants to see us being remorseful. He's always going to forgive. That is what he's always going to forgive. Just telling God, it's my fault. I take full responsibility and I'm sorry. And he's going to forgive us.